Have you ever wondered what's right below your feet as you walk down a busy street? We see the city above, but there's a hidden world just beneath us. America is full of these secret places. Entire streets, old storefronts, and silent tunnels waiting to be rediscovered. It's like finding a secret level in real life. You don't need special tools, just curiosity. History isn't just in museums, it's alive right under us. These aren't just basements. Some are entire communities that time forgot. Imagine a city block buried and silent where life once bustled a century ago. It makes you look at the sidewalk differently, doesn't it? What stories are down there? Who lived a life just below where you stand? The best stories are often hidden, off the main tourist map. Finding an underground city is like being let in on a huge secret, a whisper from the past about resilience and ingenuity. So, let's go exploring. We'll peel back the layers of America's greatest cities and see what's hiding underneath. We'll discover why these places exist, who lived there, and what it feels like to walk through them today. Ready? Let's go! Why are there cities under our cities? The answer is surprisingly practical. A century and a half ago, cities grew fast, sometimes too fast for their own good. Floods and fires would devastate entire neighborhoods. Instead of abandoning their homes, people rebuilt, sometimes by raising the street level. Engineers built retaining walls, filled in the old streets, and lifted the city grid 10 or 20 feet higher. The old ground floor? It became a basement. The original storefronts and sidewalks were buried, but not destroyed. For a while, life continued on two levels. You might climb down a ladder to reach your favorite shop. Business owners tried to adapt, lighting tunnels and hoping customers would follow. But eventually the upper city thrived, and the world below faded away. Entrances were sealed, ladders removed, and the underground became silent. These spaces became storage, utility corridors, or places for secrets and legends. Over time, they slipped from memory, whole chapters of history, simply buried. But now, we're rediscovering them. These hidden layers tell the story of resilience, adaptation, and the ever-changing face of our cities. They're reminders that history is all around us, just waiting to be found. So, let's keep digging, there's more to uncover. Let's head down a hidden staircase behind an old door. A wave of cool, damp air greets us, the smell of old earth and time itself. The city's noise fades, replaced by a heavy, story-filled silence. Our eyes adjust to dim light, revealing uneven stone sidewalks and massive walls holding up the modern street. Ghostly outlines of old storefronts appear. Bricked-up doors, purple glass windows, rough brickwork untouched by sunlight for a century. Every step echoes, every drip of water marks the passage of time. Rusty pipes and frayed wires hang overhead, relics of a forgotten era. Through grimy glass skylights, we glimpse blurry feet walking above, unaware of the world below. It's a dizzying feeling, standing in a bubble of history, suspended between past and present. Down here, you're not just a visitor, you're a time traveler. The air is thick with stories, waiting to be discovered. Every detail is a clue to a life once lived. It's not just a tour, it's a journey through time, and it's unforgettable. Who lived and worked in these sunken spaces? They were pioneers, shopkeepers, barbers, families, the original builders of the city. When streets were raised, their lives were literally buried, but they adapted. Imagine being a baker whose storefront suddenly became a basement. Signs pointed customers down ladders, lanterns lit the way. For a while they made it work, sweeping underground stoops and keeping up appearances. But as the upper city took over, the underground changed. It became a shadow world. Secret gambling dens, opium rooms, and speakeasies thrived in the darkness. Some tunnels were even used for shanghaiing, kidnapping men to serve as sailors. These stories add a chilling layer to the history. The underground was a mix of hard-working merchants, hopeful families, and shadowy figures. Their stories are woven into the fabric of these hidden worlds. Every brick and tunnel holds a piece of their lives, and their legacy lingers in the silence below. Seattle's Pioneer Square hides one of America's most fascinating buried cities. After the Great Seattle Fire of 1889, the city rebuilt with brick and stone and raised the streets up to 30 feet. For a time, new buildings had entrances on the old ground while streets soared above. Ladders connected the two worlds until new entrances were built higher up. The old sidewalks became the Seattle Underground, forgotten for decades, used for storage and left to decay. In the 1960s, Bill Speidel began giving tours, saving this hidden city from demolition. Today you can walk past original storefronts, hotel lobbies, and even an old bank vault. Purple glass skylights let you peek up at the city above. Tour guides bring the wild pioneer days to life with stories and humor. It's not just history, it's an adventure. You step back in time, right into the heart of old Seattle, and you'll never see the city the same way again. Now let's visit Portland, Oregon, home to the mysterious Shanghai tunnels. Unlike Seattle, these are not buried streets, but a network of tunnels connecting old hotels and saloons to the waterfront. Officially, they moved goods from ships to businesses, avoiding street traffic. But the legend is darker. These tunnels were used for Shanghaiing, kidnapping men to serve as sailors. Crimps would drug or trap unsuspecting victims, dropping them through trapdoors into the tunnels below. Held in cells, they'd be smuggled to ships and wake up at sea. Historians debate how common this was, but the stories are powerful. Today, guided tours take you through these dark, narrow passageways. It's less about grand streets, more about claustrophobic spaces and chilling tales. Whether you believe the legends or not, the tunnels reveal Portland's rough, dangerous past. It's a haunting, unforgettable experience. These underground spaces began as the heart of the city, full of life, commerce, and community. Crisis struck, fire or flood, and the city moved up, leaving the old world in twilight. Over time, the underground was sealed off, forgotten, and left to decay. For decades, they became silent relics, filled with memories and old junk. But history has a way of resurfacing. Rediscovery often starts with a curious soul, a journalist, historian, or building owner. They pry open a door and find a perfectly preserved street from a century ago. It's like finding buried treasure. Today, these relics are being transformed into destinations, places of education and adventure. Tour guides lead visitors through, sharing stories and reviving lost history. These spaces are no longer forgotten. They're celebrated and protected. They've come full circle from bustling hubs to relics to cherished links to the past. It's a reminder that the world is full of secrets waiting to be found, and that curiosity can bring history back to life. What will you discover? What's it like to be an explorer? You don't need a fedora, just curiosity and a ticket for a tour. On these tours, you become part of the story. Your flashlight reveals faded signs, dusty bottles, and clues to lives long gone. Every artifact is a piece of a giant mystery. There's camaraderie as you share discoveries with fellow explorers. Strangers become companions, united by the thrill of uncovering secrets. Down here, you're part of a secret club, if only for an hour. Imagine taking that first step down the stairs. Cool air, earthy scent, and silence. The hidden world reveals itself and wonder takes over. It's pure joy, a reminder that there's more to the world than what we see on the surface. These adventures invite us to be curious, to ask questions, and to seek hidden stories. Every step is a new discovery. The adventure is real and it's waiting for you. So, are you ready to explore? When you climb back up to the modern world, you see the city differently. These underground places are more than quirky attractions. They're a physical link to those who came before us. Walking their sidewalks is an act of empathy, connecting us to real people and their stories. They remind us that nothing is permanent. Today's city could be tomorrow's forgotten basement. We're just one chapter in a long story. These places teach humility and spark curiosity. They encourage us to look closer, ask questions, and appreciate the layers of history beneath our feet. Curiosity leads to connection, understanding, and discovery. These hidden cities are playgrounds for our imagination. So next time you walk a city street, remember, there's always more to the story. Look down, wonder, and let these forgotten worlds inspire you. Be an explorer in your own life. The best discoveries are the ones you dig a little deeper for.